you've already just been cut off before you ever got around to, allowing anybody to know, like, and trust you for who you are. So the mindset, the barbecue backyard, you want to consider that in dealing with social media. As well, you kind of want to be able to have a little bit of something for everything, a little bit of something for everyone, as far as your conversation. And so there will be a little bit of entertainment, some humor. It doesn't even have to be stuff that you created in social media. You can find some resource, or somebody can bring you a resource, and you can put it out on the table for everybody to share. So one of the fundamental parts of social media that really, it's easier to make friends through this procedure is, if you find resources that you find really valuable, you can send those out through your blog or through Twitter or through Facebook. Even if you didn't create them, you start sharing things that other people will like. And, yeah, that was funny, or yeah, that solved my problem. And even though you're not the one who wrote the article or created the video, they're remembering you for being the one who shared it with them. And that's a powerful thing. And you want to be able to just slowly, over time, build rapport. You're not expecting that, even if you are a car salesman, and even if you have gone through the entire barbecue without handing out a business card, you're still just not going to sell any cars there. So you're not going to sell anything instantaneously on social media. You want to be able to consider that what you're doing is you're just setting out a network of potential clients, potential referrals, mostly relationships, and some may come to fruition with business and some may not. But if somebody begins to really know, like, and trust you, even if they will never be your customer, they'll remember you at top of mind, and then when something that you do comes up in conversation with them and somebody else, they're like, well, I don't need a financial planner. I met Nick online, he's been super helpful, and maybe you should go with this guy because he's so cool, and you should see the video about how this and that and the other, and he solved all my questions and concerns about this, and seems like a smart guy, he knows what he's doing. I don't need him today, but maybe you will. So generating referrals and expanding that network really helps them out a lot. I'm going to switch now and talk about the tools, and specifically I would say that the fundamental tool that everybody here just has to do, if you don't have one tonight, definitely go home. You need a Gmail account. If you have your own domain and your own business domain, even if you're running your own email addresses through them, you can actually set it up so that Gmail is the email account handler. So you can keep all your old email addresses and all of that. A lot of the fundamental tools that I'm going to talk about later are made so much more powerful when you use the tools that are in Gmail that allows you to organize, delegate, schedule, having it set up so that it can give you alerts. There's just really too much to talk about, and that is my central core engine that runs so much of the organization. And it was only about 2 weeks ago, I probably get about 300 emails a day because of all of the different things that I've been monitoring. And I'll tell you some of the ways of using it so that 300 emails a day doesn't matter, because if you organize it right and set it up right as emails come in, and you use the tools within Gmail, you can set up filters so that whenever another email that comes in just like that one, it goes off into this folder. So you need it, but not now. You don't need to act on it. By being able to delegate out and organize your thoughts and your tasks and your alerts, it really makes it so that you can just focus on the things that are going to make you the money the fastest. So Gmail, even if you want to keep your own domain name, get a Gmail account. That's the core fundamental process. On Gmail up in the top left corner, it has all of these different tools for, it handles any type of documents that you could ever get as a download or an attachment. It has a calendar, it has an RSS feeder, it has a news feeder. It has all of these different tools that when emails come in, you just click them and it's already dealt with. Google also, you might not know, Google owns YouTube. So your Gmail account can also become your YouTube account. And I think nowadays, with how easy video is to create, YouTube is probably the most powerful social media and marketing tool that's out there, especially if you adhere to the mindset of keeping it generous, empowering, answering questions for people, and not making it a sales pitch. Google will ban you if you just create a whole bunch of commercials and all you're doing is product placement, sell, 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 buy, buy, buy. They can ban your account and they can ban your IP address. And Google, if they want you gone off the internet, you can be gone. So you don't want to toy with their terms of service. But if you say, for example, create all of these different videos that answer all these problems, you can load them into YouTube, and as well you can also load them into other tools that will help distribute them to 60, 80, 100, 200 different sites, which are all different video sharing sites. There are tools which will actually strip out the audio and then submit them as podcasts, so that your video, this could wind up on iTunes for free. You don't have to pay anything to put your MP3s on iTunes. So somebody can be tooling around the iTunes store and see The Power of Social Media Marketing by Bryan Bliss. It's free. I'll download that podcast. You just introduced yourself to another potential customer. The SEO value of using social media tools is also really complemented by using things which I consider to be a hybrid between like Web 2.0, things like Facebook and Twitter, and the direct marketing of Google, say through AdWords. But there are different directories and different business listings that you can use. Specifically, Google has a local business aspect listing where you can import your business, you can list your business on Google Local, type in your address, and they'll put it on Google Maps. So now that anybody within a certain geography typing, you want to find plumbers in Madison, not all of the plumbers in Madison have actually signed up to Google Local. If you're one of the first, you can be one of the first found. If you're a realtor or whatever, it's a great way of becoming listed in local search through the big guys in search, and it's free. So it's a really powerful tool. Yahoo also runs a local business directory. That's also free. All of these links are going to be available on my website, so you'll be able to go through there. Another one that's out there is called Merchant Circle, which originally I thought this was part of Google, and I'm not really sure who runs it, but it is one of the biggest online directories of local businesses. It's also free. Now it's free to sign up and it's free to enlist and get your listing up there, but all of these services have, they're setting up this directory so that they can, you're creating content for them. You're building a directory, you're giving them a website and you do all the typing. So they love that, and they'll make that element free. But then once they've got you there, they'll also offer you, well, would you also like some Yahoo advertising? We'll get you pay per click. The next time somebody types in your keywords on Yahoo, you can get found. It only costs this much. Google will also find a way to try to get that money out of you too. There's, in fact, there's a good half dozen really powerful local search engines that you can list your business in. Most of these listings actually also encompass a lot of the best parts of social media they have listings which either supplies a blog or allows a link back to your blog. So the blog, you can create up conversations about whatever you find interesting. You can have different elements. You can have stores. You can you can be